So the trouble is, the other day I heard crunch, 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 and that could mean one of a few things. But it wasn't a stone caught in my track, it was this bearing that had gone on that front idler roller. So I honked it out of there. Just slides in here. I'm going to clean all that crap out of there with the little bar and slide that back in and then put the track back on. So here's the dilemma. I took it to the local shop. They do farm work, you know, bearings and hydraulics and welding, and they're a great shop. But they wanted almost $700 to do this bearing. I dropped it off. I thought, well, if they can get it apart, maybe, you know, be $300 or something. But no, it was almost $300 or almost $700. And it's just, I don't know, you know, basic part. There's a roll pin. That roll pin goes straight through, so they would have had to drill that out. And then maybe heat this up. A little bit of soot on there. Yeah, they heated that up and pressed that shaft out, the old shaft. And then instead of dinking around trying to rebuild the shaft to fit the new bearing, I suggested they just make a new pin, which is probably the most cost-effective way to do the thing. You know, it looks good, but the guy said 3.5 hours for labor, and I bitched a little bit on that. And a new one out of Scarborough, that's Ontario, Canada. Maybe I'll put the link in this video for that fella, JT or JD or something out of Scarborough. So this whole unit was $475 plus tax, or maybe including tax. I don't even know. I didn't even ask. You know, so with tax it would have been $536. So the welding shop knocked an hour off, and they made it, you know, $575 for me, which I appreciate. But the guy couldn't believe that you could get this piece after market for $475 plus tax. He started hollering about child labor building them and whatnot. And I know damn well it's not North American children, because they just don't work at all. You know, and that with the shipping, each of these bearings, there's 2 bearings in there that were $45 each. The dust seals, I don't have the paperwork on me. You know, there's $30-some, but it was $30-some to ship them to the farm supply company, plus $50 surcharge to ship the bearings. But I paid $80 just to have these little parts delivered. Long and the short of it, yep, I could have got one brand new, remanufactured, whatever it is, aftermarket for $475. So any of you people out there thinking of, you know, getting one rebuilt, that's what it entails. New roll pin, new shaft, new bearings, new seals. And I understand there's a lot of labor in it, but holy jumping, you got to draw the line sometimes, eh? Everything's so disposable in the world these days. Everything is being shipped. You can't ship a 30-cent part for less than $50 now, and you can't get it made in North America. It does, you know, it's got to come from overseas. You got to send them a bunch of recycled shit, and they send us a bunch of remanufactured shit back. It's horrible.